this offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got enough for the first. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how.
Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebel. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking for a deep man. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. Last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a great play. He gets the pick 6, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. And touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First play of the period, first down here. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hines is back in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Toughest call on in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a crease to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Skips away from pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got him in the flat. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. On target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Are forced to settle for 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. The gun wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll try it over the left side.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Tight end getting vertical. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Third down, he drops the throw. Fires it. Makes a connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Buckeyes! And the comeback is on.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Quickly complete. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ohio State offense onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. The gun wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on the linebacker room. I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, get the tackle for loss.
On a little time, lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up at an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's French. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. It's still a three-point game after the miss. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Go up top. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in a position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On a look outfield again. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete out of the backfield. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. If they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Offense changing the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Scrambling away. He will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. And you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. play fake. Here's the pressure. Here's the heat. He's going to run it. Find space on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.